It's 2015 at Super Bowl XLIX, Seahawks trailing by 4. The clock ticks down, 26 seconds left, ball on the Patriots' 1-yard line. Coach Pete Carroll calls a pass play, not a run. The ball is intercepted. Instant outrage, the dumbest play call in football history. But is it really stupidity or just one decision drowned in the noise of chance? What if we looked at choices like bets, not crystal balls? Let's unpack that. Most of us want rock-solid choices, but life's a fog of unknowns. Pete Carroll's call didn't guarantee a touchdown, yet critics act like outcomes equal quality. Here's why that's a trap. Remember Pete Carroll's call to pass instead of run on that iconic Super Bowl XLIX play? Critics hammered it as boneheaded, ignoring that the pass was statistically the better choice against the Patriots' tight defense. The catch? The interception was bad luck, not stupidity. The next play could have been glory, but the fog of randomness hid the truth. Think of each decision like a poker bet. You never know all the cards, but you weigh your odds and play your hand. Just like poker champion Annie Duke shows, every move is a wager on an uncertain future. No guarantees. Luck and hidden info always shuffle the deck behind your back. Here's the kicker, even the best decisions sometimes lose. If you judge choices by their outcomes alone, you get wildly misled. Long-term success means embracing uncertainty and measuring judgment separately from results. It's a mindset shift that frees you from the guilt of bad luck and fool's regret. You want to be sure you're right, Duke flips that script. The question is what's right, but how confident you are. Here's why sliding into probability thinking rewires decision-making. Duke's poker experience taught her that confidence is never black or white. In a high-stake poker hand, she'd say, "I'm 70% sure my opponent's bluffing," rather than "I know." This subtle shift forces you to stay humble, consider alternative outcomes, and prepare for surprises, unlike most snap judgments in daily life. By framing choices as bets, you introduce a vocabulary that makes uncertainty normal. Instead of "will this work?" you ask, "what are the odds it will?" This approach is like turning a rigid yes-no switch into a volume dial, giving you flexibility to adapt and rethink as new information comes in. The magic happens when you're less scared to be wrong and less trapped by overconfidence. Saying "I'm 60% sure" lets doubt live alongside hope. It helps you weigh risks better, avoid the sunk cost trap, and even gain peace of mind despite uncertainty, a neat paradox in a chaotic world. One loss doesn't mean failure, one win doesn't mean genius. Duke insists you must tease apart luck and skill for real growth. Here's her guide to not getting played by randomness. After many poker tournaments, Duke saw how winners aren't always better players, sometimes just luckier. The bad players who kept winning were false signals. The better players who lost got unfairly doubted. She realized trusting outcome-only feedback is like grading students by attendance only. It misses the true performance story. Instead, Duke urges constructing a decision diary, the backstory of your choices, the logic and data you had, the alternatives weighed. This lets you evaluate whether you made an intelligent bet regardless of whether fortune smiled. It's like treasure hunting. You assess the map, clues, and tools, not just whether you found gold that day. The result? You grow faster, learning from your process instead of your luck. You stop blaming yourself or celebrating like a god after one game. It's a mindset that makes failure feel less like a curse and more like a step on the way to brilliance. Back at the Super Bowl, Carroll's call wasn't dumb. It was a bet made with clear odds, crushed by bad luck. You can't control the outcome, but you can improve how you think into uncertainty. So here's a challenge. Next decision, ask yourself, what's my confidence level here? Then bet on that feeling, not a fantasy of certainty. You'll make smarter moves and sleep better at night. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.